Where the powerful leaders of state government gather to do their ruling. Just down the hill is where the powerful leaders in women's college basketball occasionally gather to do their ruling. Tonight from the Hartford Civic Center, the Holy Cross Crusaders versus the 8-0 Connecticut Huskies. And a very pleasant good evening, everyone. I'm Bob Picozzi along with Megan Pattison. Thanks so much for joining us for UConn basketball. If you've never seen her play and you glance at the stat sheet, you have to figure misprint. I mean, nobody makes 5 out of every 6 shots they take. That is, Megan, nobody but Tamika Williams.
Well, make no mistake about it. When you see Tamika Williams play, she does something productive with the basketball every time she touches it. She's physically stronger than most. She moves well without the basketball. A great combination of strength and finesse. She could be the most efficient player that has ever played at the University of Connecticut. The numbers speak for themselves, but I asked Jamel Elliott, I said, Jamel, how does she shoot the ball at such a high percentage? She said, Meg, she never shoots out of the blue. Have you ever seen her take a jump shot?
You rarely see her miss inside the blue. Holy Cross is 5-2, and the Crusaders have dominated the Patriot League much as UConn has dominated the Big East.
Well, in the 11-year existence of the Patriot League, check it out. 8 Patriot League championships. Now they've won 6 of 7 and the last 4 consecutively, and they're the only team in that conference to have a winning record every season.
And Holy Cross Junior center Katie O'Keefe was named on Monday the Patriot League's Player of the Week. Back with the starting lineups at opening tip after this. Holy Cross. Freshman Maggie Fontana has been named the Patriot League Rookie of the Week for 3 straight weeks. She combines with Jeanette Pockard and Amanda Abraham in a 3-guard attack. Up front, Katie O'Keefe and Alyssa Zawutkis. The coach of the Crusaders in his 17th year is Bill Gibbons. He has the 2nd highest won-loss percentage among active coaches in New England. And for UConn, the next block shot for senior Asia Jones will be the 100th of her career. She starts up front along with Swin Cash and Tamika Williams. The guards are Diana Taurasi and Sue Bird. Gino Auriemma has the highest won-loss percentage among active New England coaches. He's guided the Huskies to 13 straight NCAA appearances. And Diana Taurasi leading the Big East in 3-point field goals with 25. And Megan, she's made an amazing 61% of her 3-point attempts.
Well, she just has incredible confidence when she shoots the basketball.
Tap controlled by UConn. Diana Taurasi with it, and Holy Cross starts out in a, looks like a 2-3 matchup zone.
Well, they're going to do a lot of junk. They're going to do a diamond in one. See, Billy Gibbons told me before the game they may go diamond in one, and with the one on Diana, and see what Sue does. Well, Sue just hit that first jumper, so look out.
Into the post to O'Keefe, and she passes out to Pockard, who runs it down in the backcourt, but an over and back violation. Bill Gibbons looking for a deflection call. He won't get it. Explaining it is Jack Plunkett, who's working the game tonight with John Palermo and Kathy Jenkins. 5-time Patriot League Coach of the Year, Bill Gibbons. Worcester born and bred. Went to Clark University right in Worcester. Baseline comes to Tamika Williams. Bounce pass to Swin Cash, who will be called for the travel. Entering the ball game, UConn in turnovers, 3rd in the Big East in turnover ratio. Here's the scouting report with assistant coach Jamel Elliott.
Today's scouting report on Holy Cross is what they do is they try to come in and play a matchup zone, and what we're going to try to do is attack their zone with the dribble and spread them out a little bit. Defensively, we're going to try to take them out of their offense, not allow them to make 3 or 4 passes in their offense and disrupt their offense a little bit with a little trapping on the wing. But they come in and they play hard every possession, and I think we just need to match their intensity, and if we do that, I think we should be okay.
Thank you, Jamel. Pass in the lane stolen by Swin Cash, so the Crusaders have turned it over 2 times already. Taurasi feeds inside, deflected by Zawutkis, but Williams lays it in anyway. Here's a lead pass up the floor to Abraham. Crossover dribble blocked by Asia Jones, and there's career block number 100. She moves into sole possession of 5th on the all-time UConn list, ahead of Paige Sauer. And Katie O'Keefe dragged the pivot foot, so the Crusaders turn it over again. 3 turnovers already for Holy Cross, who leads the Patriot League in turnover ratio.
Well, I think a lot of that obviously has to be nerves. They don't often play in front of 16,000 people.
Taurasi finds Cash. Good quick first step to the hole. Rebound off the hands of Fontana. And it comes to Zawutkis, and now Packard will walk it up the floor. She leads the Patriot League in assists with 42.
And she led the team in scoring last year, but she's playing out of position. She's playing the point for them, and she would much rather be shooting the ball more, and Bill Gibbons would like to get her to shoot the ball more, but they're down numbers.
Well, they're not shooting the ball much tonight. They've only been able to take one shot because they can't get the ball to the rim. They've turned it over 4 times. Right side, Bird. Looks down the low post to Cash, instead reverses it to Asia Jones for the left side 3.
See, when you play junk defense, you have to expect, you try to make the other team's players do things that they're not used to doing and what they don't want to do. And there, Asia Jones knocking down that jumper does not bode well for Holy Cross.
Second 3 of the season for Jones, and Williams steps on the end line after she pulls down the rebound. Second turnover for UConn, and Bill Gibbons wants to talk things over, and he'll call a 30-second timeout. 17:28 to go in the half, and a 7-0 Huskies lead. Great game since. This year they're playing here 6 times. That's the most in school history. Off the inbound, O'Keefe drives the lane and loses the ball. Holy Cross has turned it over on 4 of 5 possessions. Taurasi, bounce pass, baseline, Cash, finds Jones in the lane, and Asia Jones with 5 quick points, and it's 9-0 UConn. We mentioned Tamika Williams' phenomenal shooting percentage. Well, Asia Jones entering the ball game 56.8% from the floor, 4th best in the Big East.
And she does take jumpers, unlike Tamika.
And Maggie Fontana gets Holy Cross on the board with the 3 with 16:47 remaining in the half. We go the other way, and Bird with her second jumper of the night. Bird did not reach double figures Tuesday night against St. John's. It's the only time that has happened this season. Did have 9 assists, however.
Well, she didn't look to shoot and wasn't aggressive offensively, and that gets to Coach Gino Arima. He wants her to take the initiative and go in there on offense.
Zawutkis with a left-handed jump hook in the lane. The senior from Orleans, Massachusetts, on the Cape. And Asia Jones is fouled before the shot was released, so UConn will inbound beneath its basket to the right. Substitution for Holy Cross, Mary Rose Campbell, 5'11" sophomore from Richmond, Virginia, enters the game. She missed all of last season after undergoing foot surgery. Was awarded a medical red shirt. Taurasi on the left, throws up the long 3. She's got 25 of them this year, and on the rebound, knocked out of bounds by Cash. Swin Cash second in the Big East in rebounding with 9.3 per game. Full court pressure employed by the Huskies, who took a 44-9 lead at the half the other night against St. John's in the Big East opener. O'Keefe kick out Abraham, offensive foul.
And you know that's a terrific defensive play there by Asia Jones when 2 different officials had the same exact call.
And our first official timeout of the night. Bill Gibbons just a wee bit frustrated. His club losing 11-5.
And good evening,
from 3-point range this season.
Well, Asia Jones does a nice job spotting up outside the 3-point line. Now, Holy Cross is going to do some junk defenses. You got to keep moving. Here, nice job. She dribbled away from the basket with a hand in the face. Had a terrific outing against St. John's.
As well as Friday night against Ball State, when she had a season-high 19 points. Out of the timeout, Holy Cross switches to the man-to-man, and Packard will defend Bird, who gives up her dribble some 40 feet from the hoop.
See, it's a zone with man principles.
Yep. Now back to that matchup zone. Bird, right side pull-up, so she's thinking a little more shot first tonight, Megan.
I think there's been a little bird in her ear the last couple of days.
As opposed to a Taurasi, huh? Abraham now running the point on this Holy Cross possession. She twisted her ankle in practice on Tuesday, didn't practice yesterday. Fontana baseline and the reverse. So 5 quick points for the freshman from Barrington, Illinois, who's made a huge impact on this Holy Cross program, only 7 games into her career.
Was Swin Cash guarding her? She just drove right around Swin.
Jones feeds Cash down low. She's doubled, looks for the open man and finds her. And Tarazi buries the 3.
That's the best pass you can make, getting double teamed on the left block. Well, the opposite wing is going to be open because that's where the defense is the furthest they have to go.
Abraham misses wildly. Rebound Williams. Here's Bird, who runs right over Pockert at midcourt. Offensive foul.
Now, what didn't help was that Sue's left elbow went up to initiate that contact. It was the right call to make.
Sure.
Pockert had position.
Always worried about a player hitting the back of her head on the floor. Situation like that, but Pockert managed to avoid that.
I think sometimes ponytails come in handy in that regard. Act like a pillow.
Zawodkis to Campbell at the foul line. A little better ball movement for Holy Cross.
How about that offense?
Pockert misses the shot but gets her own rebound, and on the rebound UConn will be whistled for a foul.
What's great about Holy Cross, Bob, is that they came into this game really believing that they could win. Terrific offense. Looked like a little flex offense. Set a nice screen on the opposite block, which allowed Pockert to be wide open right there.
Foul on Asia Jones, her first 2 in the team. Pockert, an outstanding free throw shooter. There you see the numbers. 3rd best in the Patriot League at 88.9%. She is a preseason first team all Patriot League selection. And as you mentioned, Megan, Bill Gibbons told us before the game that Pockert has really sacrificed her numbers by playing the point this year.
And those are things that come up just based on the type of players that you have on your team. And Pockert's enough of a team player that she's okay with that.
Cash with the high post jump shot. Good box out inside for the rebound by Campbell. Holy Cross down 7.
They're going to do all the little things. O'Connor wide open on the left wing.
And what a thrill it is for her. Liz O'Connor, a 5'11 junior from just down the street, Wethersfield High School. Bird misses the shot. Rebound, Asia Jones. She's got 7 quick points.
It's difficult to defensive rebound when a shot is taken in transition. Jones did a nice job following up Bird's miss.
Zawodkis pass left of the lane. No look feed inside. Knocked away. The pass thrown by Fontana. O'Keefe and Abraham return, replacing Fontana and Campbell for Holy Cross. Holy Cross only with 10 players on the squad. It appears they've lost junior Becky Flynn of Furlong, Pennsylvania for the year with a knee injury. O'Keefe, wild drive, good defense. Williams, 2-on-1. Bird to battle. Tough catch. Rebound O'Keefe.
That was a pretty fast break, all except for the end result.
Bird knocks it loose and steals it. Her 24th of the season. Then she gets tied up, held ball. Possession arrow pointing toward Holy Cross with 22 left on the shot clock. Let's see if they recycle that clock. If they determine that Bird had possession for UConn, the clock should recycle. Bill Gibbons wants another timeout. 13-14 to go, first half. UConn by 9. Have ever played here at the Hartford Civic Center, and Bill Gibbons told me this week, Megan, that we've played before 14,000 in the NCAA tournament. Once you get above 10,000, it shouldn't make much difference. Out of the timeout, Abraham to Pockert. Now O'Keefe gets the screen from Abraham and throws up the 3. Great rebounding position for Tarazi, and she is fouled from behind by Zawodkis, and that'll be her second, and 3 on the Crusaders.
Holy Cross is a difficult team to defend because they run such disciplined offense. Gibbons does an outstanding job of teaching these kids how to play the game. Now I don't know if I saw the foul there.
He said the call was on O'Connor. That'll be her first.
She's got 70 tickets for this game. Her mom Donna is here.
3-time All-State selection at Wethersfield High School. Tarazi misses the 3. Jones deflects the rebound to herself. Can't connect on the follow. And here comes Holy Cross looking to get something in transition, but the Huskies quickly seal it off. Lob pass into the post, and Jones was there with great anticipation. Jones is second on the team in steals. Great look from Taurasi to Cash.
Unbelievable pass. Great finish by Cash.
Steal by Battle. Turnover number 7 for the Cross. Taurasi again with the no-look pass, and that time she fooled Jones. And Gina Auriemma says, "What's the matter with the player on the left who was wide open? The one that was actually looking at you."
Yeah, like, and not only was she looking at you, but Sue Bird, she's a pretty good shooter.
Taurasi thus far tonight already with 2 assists. That gives her 48. Imagine having 48 assists and being only second best on your team. There's the turnover story. O'Keefe up high. Fontana looks for the cutter. Abraham puts it on the floor and gets a screen inside. Doesn't matter. Cash blocks it anyway. Taurasi has her pocket picked by Abraham. Great job finding an open teammate. Terrific hustle. And then Bird picks it off right back. Her 25th steal of the year. This is unbelievable. Abraham comes right back. Will take it from one end to the other. Can't finish. Bird with the rebound. 2-on-2. It's Bird and Cash. Finds her. Spins. Rebound Jones. Looks for Bird in the lane. Taurasi to Battle. Left side jumper. That's not her strength. Jones controls the rebound. She's got 9 points in the first 9 minutes.
So what should we call that stretch? Interesting? Is that the most positive word?
How about forgettable?
How about great defense?
It's like a hockey game. Abraham up top, Campbell on the right. Fontana with the pull-up. Rebound in the lane to Cash, her second. Asia Jones already with 9 points and 5 rebounds. And a chance for 2 more as she goes to the line. Holy Cross coming off a win over a loss to 22nd ranked Wisconsin on Sunday.
Look at that pass. And the foul. But that's where, you know, Taurasi makes terrific passes, as does Sue Bird. But, you know, you have to remember that these big guys do an excellent job of running the floor. And they all have terrific feet in that they've got terrific footwork. And they have outstanding hands, can catch the ball on the run, in traffic, getting bumped.
That foul was on O'Keefe, so she's got 2, and that's not good news. Jones back wins the free throw. Huskies shooting only 64.8% from the line. As a team, that's 11th best in the 14-team Big East. Timeout. 10:38 to go in the half. Bill Gibbons' club trailing by 13.
Well, the thing is, you got to be careful. Coming from behind, check that out. Now, Diana, watch. Diana goes slowly and then uses her left arm, but you got to dive on the basketball. You got to dive on the floor. Abraham did a terrific job that time hustling. And you don't often see Huskies getting out-hustled, but that time Taurasi did. And you got to give credit to Abraham for diving on the floor, and that's the kind of team that Holy Cross is. They're pesky, they never give up, and they believe they can win in any situation.
Holy Cross second in the Patriot League in steals this season. Pockert runs the offense. Huskies in the man-to-man. Maria Conlon is checked in. Abraham on the left. Now looks like a matchup zone.
Yeah, Huskies in a 2-3.
Pockert misses the long shot. Here's Bird, 3-on-3. Looks inside for Williams. Can't get it to her. On the right, it's Bird for 3. Rebound to Cash and a fresh 30. Battle to Conlon. Conlon second on the team in 3-point field goals this season, despite relatively limited playing time.
And no movement.
Bird throws up the 3. She was 0 for 5 from 3-point range Tuesday night.
Hit the bottom of the backboard.
UConn ball, and Zawodkis returning for the Crusaders. And Taurasi replaces Bird for UConn. Bird with 6 points, 2 assists in the early going. UConn is having its way with Holy Cross off the backboards. Huskies #1 in the Big East in rebounding margin. Battle to Williams. On the right, Conlon with a wide open 3. Rebound inside. Cash goes right back to the hole and draws the foul.
Well, the Huskies always are aggressive on the offensive glass, but one of the reasons why they should really dominate inside is because Holy Cross plays a lot of different junk defenses, and so if they're not matched up man-to-man, it's difficult to box out. Cash did a nice job getting inside there, and she's just so athletic. Great anticipation.
So to the free throw line will go Swin Cash, who was named the Big East Co-Player of the Week back on November 19th, the day after she was named the most valuable player of the preseason WNIT. Jessica Moore replacing Tamika Williams for the Huskies, and Mary Rose Campbell back into the lineup for Holy Cross. The Crusaders beat Arizona, the host team, in the opening round of the Arizona Classic last Friday, then lost to 22nd ranked Wisconsin in the championship game on Sunday. Bill Gibbons' club was down 19 in that one and closed within 4 with 3 minutes to go.
And you could see this team doing it. They play solid defense, and it's the junk defenses that messes people up. Box in 1, diamond in 1, triangle in 2.
UConn in a 2-3 zone with Conlon and Taurasi out front. Shot clock at 10. Campbell puts it on the floor, spins on Battle. With only 4 seconds left on the shot clock, the Crusaders will inbound at the baseline.
Battle thought it was Husky ball.
Hockard will throw the inbound. Looks in the lane, nothing there. So Woodkiss on the floor, up and over Conlon, who gets the rebound. Then saves to Taurasi. Inside 9 minutes, UConn by 14. Huskies 8-0. Inside Moore with the sweet left hand.
Picture perfect offense. No wasted effort that time on offense.
Abraham avoids the trap on the sideline. Fontana to Zawutkis. Her pass deflected by Conlon and stolen by Cash. Turnover number 9. The outlet pass nearly stolen right back. Taurasi, great look to Battle. This is the layup.
That's a great pass and won't be credited with an assist.
Abraham, Zawutkis for 3. Rebound pulled down by Ashley Battle. The Crusaders shooting only 28.7% as a team from 3-point range, and tonight they're 1 for 5. The Huskies come right back. This is now an 11-0 UConn run.
And Taurasi makes so many incredible passes from about half court.
It's probably her greatest asset. Abraham throws up the 3. I think the Crusaders are a little bit too quick to settle for the 3s. Inside with the follow is Campbell. First points for Holy Cross since the 14-minute mark. They went without a point on 8 straight possessions. Cash moves in the lane. Rebound pulled down by Campbell. She had a career high 8 of them earlier this season against Northeastern. Here's Campbell in the lane. Wanted to find Fontana, but she had cut for the basket. Battle knocks it loose, and Holy Cross gets it back. Shot clock didn't recycle. Abraham launches to 3, sort of an unusual delivery.
Sort of like a shot put.
Yeah. Timeout, 7:07 to go in the half, and the coach of the #1 ranked Huskies doesn't look real happy.
And too old to forget. Homefront, Connecticut during World War II. A CPTV co-production with the Connecticut Humanities Council premieres tomorrow night, Friday at 8, on the 60th anniversary of Pearl Harbor.
Certainly a very solemn day in our country. I'm sure there will be a number of poignant remembrances around the country as we look back to what happened 60 years ago. All the people who sacrificed their lives for generations to come. 7:03 remaining in the half. UConn up 16. Lisa Andrews has checked into the lineup for Holy Cross. She's a shot blocker extraordinaire. Asia Jones misses the shot, and on the rebound, the foul will be called on the Huskies. I think it will be on Jessica Moore. That will be her first.
Again, a foul you don't mind, aggressively going up after the offensive boards, but good job by Holy Cross once again getting a body and boxing out.
Only the third team foul on UConn. O'Connor, left side Pockert. Sue Bird back in 2-3 zone. Huskies with a 3-guard look out there with Bird, Taurasi, and Conlon. Shot clock winding down. Pockert for 3. Holy Cross now 1 for 8 from 3-point range, and on the rebound, Holy Cross forcing the held ball. Possession arrow points toward UConn.
I like the Huskies zone. Throwing a bunch of different looks and really active, and that's what you have to be. A lot of teams get into a little bit of a lull when they go into a 2-3 zone defense because it's a little bit easier than staying man-to-man. But to do it well, you got to be really active.
Bird on the floor takes advantage of the Taurasi screen. So Bird with 8 points in the first 14 minutes. Holy Cross shooting only 19% from the floor. UConn opponents this year are shooting only 29.7% through the first 8 games. And Taurasi mugs O'Keefe and will be called for a foul, her first 4 on the team.
We get some elbowing going on with those two fierce competitors.
Taurasi in the top 10 in the Big East in 6 different categories, in the top 6 in 5 different categories, having a phenomenal start to her sophomore season.
Which I wish there was a personality category. She would always be #1 in that one.
You should see her work the room during pregame warmups. She could be a greeter at one of the casinos in Las Vegas. Turnover number 10 for Holy Cross. Conlon right side, wide open look by Bird for her first 3 of the evening. So Bird now in double figures for the 8th time this year and the 47th time in her career.
It's good to see Bird get back on track a little bit from behind the arc.
Abraham starts the drive, and all of a sudden the Huskies fouling left and right. Only committed 3 in the first 16 minutes. And have picked up actually 2 in the first 16 minutes and picked up 3 quick ones since. O'Connor coming over to chat with Bill Gibbons. Bill Gibbons told me this week, I consider it an honor to have the opportunity to play the best team in the country. One of the reasons kids come to Holy Cross is the chance to play UConn. You only get better by playing against the best. O'Keefe with the 3 off the inbound. Second 3 of the night for the Cross. Battle on the right. Jones, great look inside to Moore, who loses the handle.
Just slipped right out of her hands. It was a terrific look from Asia. Asia probably could have taken the shot, but that's, again, trademark of the UConn Huskies. Make that extra pass.
Bill Gibbons said that one of the 3 recruits he signed for next season, Shannon Bush from Doylestown, Pennsylvania, cited the fact that Holy Cross plays UConn as a big reason for coming.
Yeah, and she's from my high school. And my mom had just read a big article in the paper back there the other day, and that's exactly what it said. She was really excited about the opportunity to play against UConn every year.
Well, she'll get a chance to play against UConn next year at the Centrum in downtown Worcester, 12,000-seat arena. Asia Jones chases down the rebound, her 6th of the first half. Back in comes Swinton Cash, replacing Jessica Moore. This is the first of 3 straight games for UConn here at the Civic Center.
And Gino just said to Sue Bird, how did she get by you? Interesting question.
Did she have an answer?
No, whenever he asks you a question, they're typically it's rhetorical, and you just look away.
You don't really expect to get an answer.
Holy cow.
Wow. A lot of time left on the shot clock to launch something from that distance.
She was almost at the purple C.
Timeout, 3:55 remaining. UConn leading Holy Cross by 18.
Know what you're going to be doing Saturday night with patriotic songs and pictures. Celebrate what it means to be an American. Pat Boone's American Glory, Saturday night at 8 o'clock on CPTV.
Actually, I'm going to be doing a basketball game on Saturday night, but I'll tape it.
Yes, you will. How could you miss Pat Boone on a Saturday night? What can get better than that?
Asia Jones. Is he going to be wearing the white bucks doing that?
You better believe it.
Ashley Battle in traffic, kisses it off the glass. Her first points of the night. The lead is up to 20 for the first time. Pockert signals for the play. Pockert has yet to score from the floor tonight. On the left, Campbell. Abraham ball fake, finds Campbell for the open look. Rebound pulled down by Battle. And here comes Bird. 3-on-3.
Giving up her dribble. She killed herself.
Holy Cross very aggressive defensively on this possession. Cash with the miss. Battle with the rebound. Battle with the travel. She got called twice for traveling the other night. 8th turnover for the Huskies. Gino Auriemma has the 3rd highest one-loss percentage among active coaches. And one of the coaches ahead of him, Leon Barmore of Louisiana Tech, is up next. That will be Sunday afternoon here at the Civic Center as the Huskies meet the 7th-ranked Lady Techsters.
What a great game that will be.
Eliminated Louisiana Tech in the regional final in the NCAA tournament last year. There's that weird release again by Abraham.
He's halfway down.
This is 0 for 7, by the way. Great feed. Bird to Jones for the finish and the foul.
What a pass from Bird. Nice long outlet pass, trademark this year for the Huskies. At the last second with the nice left-handed dish to Jones, who goes falling out of bounds, gets fouled, and knocks it in.
Of UConn's last 9 points, Bird has scored 5 of them and has assisted on the other 2 field goals.
And that's the Sue Bird that Gino Auriemma wants to see. Every single possession either involved scoring the bucket herself or distributing. You can't have long lulls where she's not involved.
Jones with the miss, off another miss, rebound Cash. And here comes Holy Cross. Jones now in double figures for the 6th time this year and the 58th time in her career. Not sure what that was other than a turnover number 11. Is that a shot?
That was just a bad decision. Great look.
No look feed inside to Jones for 2 more. Asia Jones with 13 points tonight.
She made that shot harder than it had to be.
6 of 9 shooting.
She could have gone over her right shoulder for a layup, went left.
And Holy Cross turns it over again. That's an even dozen for Bill Gibbons' club. Gibbons, 338 wins, 143 losses in 17 years, winningest coach in Holy Cross history. 1-loss percentage of 70.3. Gino Auriemma, the only active coach in New England with a better 1-loss percentage than Gibbons. Cash to Bird. 1.5 remaining first half. Up high Moore to Bird. Feeds inside to Jones. Tough shot in traffic. Cash keeps the rebound alive. Here's a 2-on-1 Pockert with Abraham. And Pockert does a good job taking it to the basket and drawing the foul on Jones. And when you shoot free throws like Pockert does, 88.9%, that's never a bad idea.
And Jones tried not to foul her. Sue Bird doing a good job there. Talking to Morgan Valley, teaching the sophomore what's going on out there. That's what a good leader will do.
Pockert was a 2nd-team All-Patriot League choice last year. Also made the conference tournament All-Tournament team. Last year, Holy Cross beating Army in the semifinals and Lehigh in the championship game to win its 4th straight league tournament title. Holy Cross is an RPI ranking early in the season of 48. This is the 3rd game against Big East teams. They defeated Providence and lost to Boston College. And speaking of Boston College, Megan, what an effort by the Eagles last night at home, giving 2nd-ranked Tennessee all they could handle before succumbing.
I'll tell you, they got it to within 4 late in that game, and they had a chance. They really had a legitimate chance of beating the Vols, but it just didn't happen for them.
Great crowd of over 7,000 at Conte Forum for that one, to see Tennessee make a trip to New England without playing UConn. Valley down low, knocked out of bounds by Fontana. UConn, of course, will play Tennessee in January, first weekend in January. That one will be down in Knoxville. On the inbound, Bird and Williams got Bird nearly went in and tried to catch her own pass, and nearly did, by the way. Rebound inside. Andrews at 6'4", using her side.
And now people looking at the score are not going to think anything's going on. Gino Auriemma is not happy, and the reason is this: giving up offensive rebounds, little turnovers. Okay, you're doing that against Holy Cross. What's going to happen Sunday when you play Louisiana Tech?
And Holy Cross calls the quick timeout to avoid the held ball. 27 seconds left in the half. UConn by 20. 3 consecutive Patriot League Rookie of the Week honor.
Has that ever happened in the Big East? Has one player ever? I doubt it.
I think she's well on her way toward the Rookie of the Year award in that conference.
Was she a co?
No.
Rookie of the Week? Oh, okay.
That's only in the Big East.
That's only in the Big East. That's right.
Shot clock is off. And Bird with the rather silly foul on the perimeter.
Right. Okay. Again, thinking ahead, and this is the way Gino Auriemma thinks. She's going to foul Jeanette Packard and put it into a 1-and-1. And what are you going to do when you
30
play?
feet from the hoop?
Yeah, exactly. And in front of your coach to make it even worse. It's to even make him angrier. And then, you know, again, you got to play against the backcourt of La Tech, which is a lot quicker.
Packard misses the free throw, so UConn with one last possession. Moore sets the screen. Bird on the right. And what do we have here? There'll be a foul away from the ball called on Holy Cross.
Bob Suberg got bailed out. Now it's 5 seconds left when that started, and she's dribbling, getting a screen, and she's going to kick it to Morgan Valley to take the last shot. Suberg has to take the last shot.
And instead, Holy Cross puts UConn in the bonus, and Bird, like Packard, a great free throw shooter. Bird, 90% shooter from the line this year, 3rd best in the Big East. She's 18 of 20 and is 2nd in career free throw shooting at UConn at 85.2%. Bird leads the Huskies in assists, steals, and free throw shooting. Picks up 2 freebies, giving her 13 points. And Morgan Valley will replace Tamika Williams for the, well, this is the 3rd time I've said it now, the final possession of the half. I was wrong the first 2 times. Campbell to Packard, throws it up. Good if it goes.
She got it up.
Doesn't come close. Asia Jones with a terrific first half for the Huskies. 13 points, 6 rebounds. It's UConn 40, Holy Cross 18. Megan Pattison standing by with the associate head coach of the Huskies, Chris Daly.
Thank you, Mr. Bacozzi. Since CD always makes fun of me that I always say, thanks, Bob. Okay, first half, a little bit different, I think, than what most fans are used to, but offensively, you guys not quite as, perhaps, as strong, but their defense was a little bit, I think, what do you say? I'll let you talk.
Well, I think we were very aggressive, and we got 12 offensive rebounds, so that's a good sign. I think we were just a little hurried. You know, when you play a team that's mixing up their defenses or playing box and one and zone and trying to confuse us, so there's a fine line between aggressiveness and also patience in recognizing where the openings are. But I think if we settle down, we'll be fine. But defensively, we played very well.
That was much more eloquent. Now, okay, second half, what are your plans going in?
I think the same thing defensively. We want to keep them off the boards, limit their opportunities, and I think we want to get out on the break and attack the ball, attack the basket on the break before they have a chance to set up.
All right, thank you very much. You want to say it?
Back to you, Bob.
Well, it was Mr. Picozzi. Where's the respect here? All right. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Megan. Let's take a look at some first half highlights. First for Holy Cross, Maggie Fontana, three-time Patriot League Rookie of the Week already this year, hitting the three. She had 5 first half points. Sue Bird with the 3 for the Huskies. She had 13. Big first half for Asia Jones, 13.6 rebounds, 2 of them on the leaner in the lane. It all adds up to a 22-point lead for the Huskies at halftime. UConn turning the ball over uncharacteristically 12 times in the first half, holding Holy Cross to 21% shooting. That 43% field goal shooting percentage for UConn, down 11% from their norm of 54%. And UConn leads it 40-18 over a Holy Cross team which is 5-2. This the first of 3 straight games at the Civic Center for UConn. On Sunday afternoon they will host 7th ranked Louisiana Tech. Then will come a 12-day layoff for final exams, and then 4th ranked Oklahoma will be here at the Civic Center on December 22nd. So the level of the competition will pick up dramatically starting Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday's game is going to be a terrific game. The crowd is going to be crazy. Tamika Williams, hopefully going into the second half, will have more than 2 points.
This is the second of 6 games at the Civic Center this year for UConn. They played Rhode Island already, and after Louisiana Tech and Oklahoma, they'll be back here to host Miami and then Notre Dame on a Monday matinee on Martin Luther King's birthday. And O'Keefe, who has 3 fouls, hits the right side jumper for Holy Cross.
Bob, that's one of the goals that the Huskies have. They want to score the first bucket of each half.
Cash 1 for 9 in the first half. Feeds Jones inside.
That was a terrific pass by Cash. And sometimes, you know, if you're not scoring well, try to do some other things. Make good passes, play good defense there. She had great pressure on the ball.
UConn's 9th game, and therefore its 18th half of the season. And it's the 14th time in 18 halves that it's taken them less than a minute to score their first points of the half. Can't say that about their opposition.
I couldn't even say that I'd ever think of computing that stat.
Well, I didn't compute it. Holy Cross did not score for the first 3 minutes and 13 seconds of the first half. Bird finds Jones to the cutter. Cash misses again. She's now 1 for 10. Cash with a tough rebound inside, then loses it off her foot and out of bounds. So here's Swin Cash, a 58.6% shooter from the floor, tops in the Big East for her career, 55.6%, 5th best in UConn history, and struggling in the early going.
Well, it's safe to say that number will go down a bit after this game. Good steal by Bird.
Turnover number 14 for Holy Cross. Bird is 4th in the Big East in steals. On the rebound, Bird will run it down, beating Zawutkis to it. Bird left side 3. That was the 151st 3 of her career, so she moves into a tie with 4th place on the all-time UConn list with Chris Lamb.
She rattled that 3 in. Nothing smooth about it, but it went down.
Zawutkis feeds the cutter Fontana. Tried to create some space. Long rebound comes to Zawutkis. And Fontana looks to give it to Pockert to reset the offense. Pass inside, knocked away by Cash. O'Keefe with the spin and hits it.
You know, Cash, you know, there she did a nice job getting a hand in the passing lane, but just can't seem to finish it.
O'Keefe with 7 points. Turnover UConn. Here comes Abraham running the break and hits the runner in the lane. Abraham missed her first 8 shots tonight. Finally gets on the board 2.5 minutes into the second half.
We've got a friendly roll at that.
Williams on the right to Jones, looks inside, instead up top Bird. Taurasi for 3. Got it.
Terrific extra pass from Sue Bird. Bird could have taken the shot from the top of the key, let the defense come, kicked it to D.
Second 3 of the night, 27th of the season for Taurasi. Remember the Big East All-Rookie team last year. O'Keefe turnaround, a little quick on the trigger on that one. Here comes Bird. UConn looking to get something in transition. Went behind the back, pull up in the lane. How did that not stay in? Rebound Williams, held ball, possession arrow toward UConn. And returning into the lineup for Holy Cross will be sophomore Mary Rose Campbell.
Wow, Bird's shot didn't go down. It was halfway and came back. At least there, the nice little behind the back dribble to avert the defender. But see there, at least she drove aggressively into the middle of the lane and took the shot.
Left side Taurasi, looking for her third three. Instead, O'Keefe rebound and a reach-in foul on Jones. That'll be her third.
And she is not happy. Asia doesn't normally say a whole lot. Not happy with John Palermo's call.
First team foul on UConn this half. Tamika Williams will sit. There was some talk, Megan, that with 3 games in 6 days that Tamika might not play tonight in an effort to not aggravate that condition we've spoken about all season, the thoracic outlet syndrome.
It's nice to see that she is out there. Ooh, how about that play?
Tough shot by Abraham. She had nowhere to put her feet. Uses the glass and gets to the line.
Nice left hand. Goes aggressively. Her legs going every which way. Use the glass.
And that's Asia Jones's 4th foul with 16 minutes left. So Jessica Moore will go in and Jones will have to sit presumably for quite a while with 15 points and 6 rebounds.
And 16 minutes is a long time.
Abraham completes the 3-point play, so she went scoreless for the first 22.5 minutes and has scored 5 points in the last 60 seconds. 6'2" senior from Plymouth, Michigan. Bill Gibbons with quite a few players on his team from the Midwest. Pockert is from Chicago, Fontana from Barrington, Illinois, and Abraham from Michigan. Bird for 3. Now she's all alone in 4th place with 151 career 3-pointers.
Well, she's stroking it now.
Campbell, right side Abraham. Whatever works, you know. I mean, Abraham, I'm sure she shot that way her whole life.
Hey, Jamal Wilkes had a funky-looking shot.
Right. Abraham, the 9th leading scorer in the Patriot League, averaging 14 per game. Got 7 quick ones here in the second half. And Bird with 3 quick threes here in the second half. 4 for 6 from 3-point range.
That's going to make Holy Cross, Bob, rearrange their defense a little bit.
O'Keefe with the layup. Bird now with a season high 22 points. Approaching the career high. Remember, she had that great 25-point game at Tennessee 2 years ago.
I don't think a lot of Husky fans will ever forget that one.
Battle puts it on the floor, and as she starts to go, a hold will be called on Holy Cross.
It was a good decision that time by Battle. No one was near her. Dribble into the middle of the lane, make them commit, and that time they committed the foul.
Foul on Abraham. Her first on Holy Cross. Sue Bird with 22 points, 4 of 6 from behind the arc. It's UConn by 23.
Be motivated for lesser opponents.
Well, fortunately, we don't have to get them motivated, but Megan,
we just sit here.
You were an assistant on Gino's staff for 2 years. Want to handle that one?
Well, you know, that's a good question. But, you know, the most important thing to do is you need to make sure that you respect every opponent and you treat everyone the same. Granted, yes, there are different talent levels, but what Gino Auriemma has always done, and he is such a good practice coach, he prepares them for the worst in practice, and they play against the game of basketball regardless of the opponent. They play the game the way it's supposed to be played.
Off the inbound, Taurasi finds Moore, who quickly draws a foul. And we'll get to the free throw line. Foul on Abraham, her second, 2 on Holy Cross this half. And at the line will go the 6'3" redshirt freshman from Palmer, Alaska, Jessica Moore. 2-time Player of the Year in the state of Alaska in high school. This is what Sue Bird has done tonight, eclipsing the previous season high of 21 she had on opening night against Fairfield. It's also the most points scored by any UConn player this year. How's that for balance? They have 4 players averaging in double figures, and Tamika Williams is only a fraction of a point away from averaging in double figures, and it's the first time anyone has scored as many as 22. Here comes Bird, 2-on-2, great pass to Battle.
An incredible pass from Sue Bird.
Hit her perfectly in stride.
Not easy to do with the bounce pass.
4th assist of the night and 58th of the season for Bird, who leads the conference in that category. Preseason selection for Big East Player of the Year, and this is her senior year. Abraham for 3. Rebound, Taurasi fights for it along with Campbell. We had a lot of held balls.
Yeah,
tonight, huh?
a lot of hustling going on out there. And you know what I want to say, Bob, before we get too far away? We'll get back to that right after this great. Check out this terrific pass from Sue Bird. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that.
Hold that thought. Whatever it was. On the inbound, stolen by Moore. She hands to Taurasi up the floor. Great look to Cash inside.
What a
5
pass.
points for the senior from McKeesport, Pennsylvania.
And I don't know if you can really grasp it at home, but Diana's vision is so terrific in passing the basketball, but her strength is incredible as well.
Holy Cross comes right back. Campbell. UConn by 27, 6.5 minutes gone by second half. UConn looking to begin the season 9-0. Ashley Battle, left side jumper, rebound Zawodkis. Pockard finds O'Connor.
Good job by Battle inside to deny the ball into Campbell.
Tough catch for Zawodkis. Little jump hook over Moore, who may have altered it. And O'Connor tried to save and could not. Now, what's that thought you want?
Well, it was about the 2 kids who asked the question, because the girl on the left, Jana, is Jana Palermo. John Palermo, the official of the game, his daughter. So when we told him that his daughter was asking that question, he was so excited, and his wife at home was going to get such a kick out of watching the game. So I had to say that because he's such a good guy.
John's brother Steve Palermo is, and I told John before the game, the best umpire I ever saw. Counted in the foul.
There he is.
There's John Palermo.
On cue.
Great official. His brother Steve, of course, a victim of a tragic accident a number of years ago, coming to the aid of someone in a restaurant parking lot in Texas, and was shot. Has recovered nicely from that incident, but unfortunately has not been able to resume his umpiring career. And I've been watching baseball for just a few years and never seen anyone umpire a game better than Steve Palermo.
One of life's cruelties.
On the left, Fontana gives to Pockard. Pass to O'Keefe. Fontana in traffic, puts it on the floor and threads the needle between Cash and Moore. 7 points for Fontana, who leads Holy Cross this season in rebounds and steals. Inside Williams, head fakes. She's 3 of 5 from the floor.
If there were 3 purple jerseys around her, but Tamika just got down the floor, picked it up, turned, and is so strong and so quick. And the good pump fake helps.
71% career shooter from the floor. If she keeps up that pace, she will eclipse the all-time NCAA career field goal shooting record, which is 68%. Pockard, right side 3. Got it.
Well, that's how Pockard can get herself involved in the offense. A nice skip pass will do it.
9-3 of the season for her. Williams with the ball fake, but Jack Plunkett will get her for traveling. Timeout. 11.5 remaining, second half. And UConn with a comfortable lead over the Crusaders.
Coming up Friday on CPTV, on the 60th anniversary of Pearl Harbor, you'll hear stories you'll never forget on Homefront, Connecticut during World War II. Friday night at 8 on CPTV, a co-production with the Connecticut Humanities Council.
It's Holy Cross basketball. The Crusaders have been to 9 NCAA tournaments in their 27+ year history. This is their 28th season of women's basketball. The shooting story has picked up dramatically for both teams, particularly for Holy Cross in the second half. Holy Cross wanted to go backdoor, but Ashley Battle took it away. Packard misses the 3, and Tamika Williams with rebound number 8. Left side, Conlon, wide open 3.
And that's what she's got to do, come in and shoot open threes. Cash nearly with the steal.
12th three-pointer of the season for the sophomore from Derby. UConn now 8 of 16 from three-point range tonight. Entering the ball game, the Huskies were number 2 in the Big East in three-point shooting percentage at 45.5%. Left side jumper by Katie O'Keefe, who's in double figures with 11 points. Battle finds Cash. Good quick move to the hoop, and she draws the foul. And she'll go to the free throw line. Cash, one of 4 Huskies who are preseason nominees for the Naismith Player of the Year award. One of 3 Huskies with 1,000 career points, and one of 4 averaging double figures through the first 8 games. This is the 3rd of 11 teams that UConn will play this year who were in the NCAA tournament a year ago. Fairfield and Vanderbilt are the other 2. The Huskies' next 2 opponents, Louisiana Tech and Oklahoma, are 2 others.
Now Cash has got to start shooting the ball better from the free throw line. That first one missed pretty badly. Battle with the offensive board.
Ashley Battle. Cash for the season a 71% free throw shooter, but she has
a good pass from Tarazi.
Struggled tonight, 1 for 4. And we'll get the reach-in foul on Holy Cross. That'll be the 5th team foul the second half on the Crusaders as the Woodkiss leaves.
Battle's done a terrific job here, coming in, changing the complexion of the game. Always a hustler on defense.
Terrific rebounder as well. Cash with the high post jumper. Rebound in the lane.
Who else?
Battle again.
Right on cue.
Battle has 7 rebounds off the bench. Conlon, lob pass inside. Difficult catch by Williams. Missed the shot. Gets her own rebound. Creates some space and missed again. Boy, she's going to destroy her shooting percentage.
We haven't seen her do that, I think, ever.
Ooh. Bad look. Fontana threw it into the Holy Cross bench.
Gibbons say, don't try to make passes like Tarazi. Just make them like Fontana. The simple play.
Bill Gibbons told me we're a better team than we were a year ago. This is the toughest non-conference schedule we've ever played, so I'm happy to be 5-2 right now.
He also said this Husky starting 5 is the best starting 5 that UConn has ever had.
Yep. Rossi misses the 3. Rebound Cash in traffic. 7 points for Cash, who's really had to work for those 7 tonight. 2 for 11 from the floor. And again, the ball goes through Abraham's hands and out of bounds. Turnover number 17.
And those are the turnovers that just kill you, especially for Billy Gibbons. They know coming in it's going to be an uphill battle, but you have to maximize every possession and try not to have those unforced errors.
This is the 3rd of 7 straight games for Holy Cross being played away from home, either away games or neutral site games. They face a layoff for final exams after tonight. Don't play again until Fordham away on December 18th. Left side miss, no good by Morgan Valley, and Battle runs down the rebound again, and a reach-in foul on Abraham. That's her 3rd, and 6 on Holy Cross here in the second half. Holy Cross will be looking forward to getting back home to the Hart Center because they've won their last 14 there.
How about they've lost only 11 games there since the 95-96 season. And for those who remember last year's UConn game there, it was a terrific crowd. 2 years ago, not last year.
Abraham will bring it across, and Cash picked her pocket all alone. Boy, nobody works harder than her on the court, huh?
She's the best. I mean, every possession, she's in her stance, trying to harass the ball handler there. The nice steal at half court.
9 points for Cash. Fontana with the catch inside, and then Conlon held ball yet again. This time possession arrow toward the Huskies.
And you know, Cash isn't playing the way we've seen her play or as well as she's played this season, but she finds a way to make herself a factor in the game. Case in point, the steal at half court.
9 points, 8 rebounds tonight. Cash has scored in double figures in every game but one this year. Didn't do it Tuesday against St. John's. Inside, tough catch. She's in double figures again.
And again, another terrific pass from Maria Conlon into the post.
8th time she's in double figures this year, and the 63rd time in her career. UConn by 36 at the 8-minute mark. Abraham goes right around Moore and draws the foul.
Valley tried to take the charge, instead credited with the block. I think you gotta really step up there and take it. She slid in from the side. That's not gonna get it.
First foul on Valley's 3rd team foul for the Huskies this half, and at the free throw line will go Amanda Abraham, who had a career high 25 points in a win over Providence earlier this season. Katie O'Keefe returns for the Crusaders.
You know, quite like Abraham having no points in that first half. In that game where she had 25, she had 19 in the second half. So she likes the second 20.
And that will bring us to a timeout. 9 points for Abraham, 7:54 remaining, and UConn in command.
That's a clean pick. And then Cash runs it down.
And she's thinking, please, don't let me miss.
Now you know she's going in there thinking nothing but make. It's the power of positive thinking.
Cash has scored UConn's last 6 points and has reached double figures. The Huskies, by the way, have held 6 of their 8 opponents this year to 50 or less, but Holy Cross has an excellent chance of surpassing that with 42 points already in the books with 7:45 remaining. Huskies killing the Crusaders off the offensive glass. Sue Bird with her 5th three-pointer of the night. That's 25 points, equaling her career high set 2 years ago against Tennessee. And her 5th three also ties a career high. Her 9th field goal of the night ties a career high.
Well, you know, Christelle at halftime, although I couldn't quite spit out the words, we were talking about UConn's offense against Holy Cross's defense, and they're really doing a good job the second half in attacking it.
Taurasi's block shot sets up this possession, and it results in a couple of free throw attempts for Cash. Taurasi in the early going has been phenomenal with block shots entering the ball game. She had 13. She's a guard, and she's 3rd in the Big East in block shots.
You know, last year I think she made a lot of those attempts and got caught for fouls and was out of key games there. Got clipped and went down after. Luckily is not hurt, but just really nice anticipation.
Maria Conlon will return for the Huskies, who have won 57 of their last 60 and 76 of their last 80. Entering the game tonight. Last time they lost at home was to Tennessee on February 2nd, 2000. 35 straight home wins. That combines the Civic Center and Gamble Pavilion. UConn in a zone. Right side Abraham feeds O'Keefe in the post.
You got to move while the ball is in the air. That's the key in the zone. Can't wait till they catch it.
O'Keefe right side jumper. Rebound Moore. Bird, who has equaled her career high. Probably won't be in much longer with 6.5 remaining. And as Moore starts to go, she forgot to put it on the floor. Turnover number 13 for UConn.
That's such a classic Jessica Moore reaction, too.
And indeed, Sue Bird does depart, equaling her career high with 25 points, and that's probably it for the evening for her. Most points anyone has scored against Holy Cross this year.
Well, Holy Cross is really good with their junk defenses, as we've talked throughout the game, and they do a nice job of taking the best scorer away on the other team.
Ashley Valley with the steal. Can O'Keefe catch her? Yes, she does, but Valley makes it anyway.
No foul call? It was a tough shot by Ashley Valley.
Her first 2 points of the night, Tuesday against St. John. She had a career high 8 in only her 8th game in a UConn uniform. So Woodkiss, catch and shoot, rebound Conlon. To Ashley Valley. Morgan Valley backdoor cut to Battle, who's really struggling with the traveling calls.
It's just that she's so quick with the feet, doesn't get the ball down in time. And you know, there are occasions, and I think that was a good call, but there are occasions in the game that players who are faster than most others get called for walks, and they're bad calls. Refs just aren't used to seeing players that quick.
Well, that used to happen to you all the time.
Well, jeez, my whole career. Come on, my whole career.
You had that blinding first step.
I was in cement.
Hocker to inbound. Well, he scored a lot of points for someone in cement. What'd you wind up with? 1,106, was it?
You know what? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
Look that up, Zach. I think it's 1106. You were 17th. Of course, you were a lot higher than that when you finished.
Just keep going
Oriana
lower and
keeps
lower.
Recruiting all these players. To
How
go
dare he? Gonna have to talk to him about that.
Battle, kick out to Ashley Valley. 1,106, right on the money.
Oh, you are the numbers guy.
Abraham. Nice move to the hoop and draws the foul. Holy Cross will open its Patriot League schedule on January 8th at home against Navy.
Now Abraham here, the nice crossover to take Conlon out of it, and then splits the defense. And Battle just doesn't get there in time.
Abraham coming off a 14-point effort against Wisconsin on Sunday. Played 39 minutes. A lot of the Crusaders play a lot of minutes. Because one thing Bill Gibbons does not have is a lot of depth in terms of just the sheer number of bodies. Only 10 healthy players on his squad.
And it's amazing to think that only 4 years ago they reinstated scholarships. They went from 1991 to 98 without scholarships. Pretty difficult to recruit.
And won 4 Patriot League titles during that era, and 4 more since the return of scholarships. Off the missed free throw rebound, Morgan Valley inside the 5-minute mark. Ashley Battle. Baseline to Ashley Valley. Counted in the foul. 4 points for the freshman from Colchester, Vermont.
Nice body control inside by Valley. Nice bounce pass to the short corner. Gets her body between her defender and the ball. So you got to step out to that short corner, turn, get your body on the defense, and you just got to get the strength to get it up there while getting bumped.
And she follows up her own miss. Almost looked like she did it on purpose, and then almost rebounded that miss.
Almost
gets called for the foul.
Almost a 4-point play. How many times has that happened?
Well, you know, Megan, you and I, of course, were up in Burlington, Vermont last year to call the America East Championships, the women's championships. Got to look at Vermont's fine player Morgan Hall,
yes,
who's also from Rice Memorial. That must have been some team with Morgan Valley, Ashley Valley, and Morgan Hall. No wonder they went undefeated and won the state championship in back-to-back years.
They were just rolling up there, and they love their high school basketball.
And their Vermont Lady Catamounts. In traffic, O'Keefe is stripped. Holy Cross ball beneath their own hoop.
And she's saying, man, I was fouled. Let's take a look. Was she? Just came flying.
Well, I think.
Oh, that was clean.
You think?
I thought that was clean.
Away from the play, we're going to get a foul. I think somebody went right through Liz O'Connor, who set the screen. Liz O'Connor played on a Weathersfield High School team. She scored 1,000 points there, 3-time All-State selection. And what a thrill for her, playing before 16,000 people right up the street from where she went to high school against the #1 team in the country. Great move to the hole by Packard. She was out here doing her pregame shooting when I arrived 2 hours before the game.
Yeah, a lot of the Holy Cross players were out here early.
Packard. Here's O'Connor. See if she can get on the board.
Be nice. All right. Some people cheering in the crowd.
As you mentioned in the first half, her mom somehow talked about she must have had to trade in a lot of favors to get 70 tickets.
How do you get 70 tickets? That's when you're thankful that you got people on your team from Michigan and Illinois. Because you know they don't know anyone in Hartford.
Ashley Valley with the miss. Rebound fought for. And good hustle by Morgan Valley. And the Huskies have a fresh 30. Conlon had the right idea. Didn't execute too well. Abraham.
I was just going to say it's important for this group to really execute well and finish the game on a good note. It hasn't been a terrific game in some respects.
Conlon.
Hitting the bottom of the backboard is not going to help matters.
Here's Packard, 3-on-2. Left side, O'Connor will be called for the travel. Timeout, 2:51 remaining in the ball game. UConn on its way to win number 9. Meg?
Well, Saturday night at 8, you bet. Enjoy patriotic songs and breathtaking images of America and Americans. Pat Boone's American Glory. Saturday night at 8. Only on CPTV.
All righty. Off the inbound, it's Morgan Valley. Spot up 3. First 3 of the evening for Morgan Valley, her 4th three-pointer of the season. She had a season-high 9 points Tuesday night against St. John's. The Valley girls combined for 17 on Tuesday. Lisa Andrews with the offensive rebound, last touch by Holy Cross. Got to tell you this quick story. Of course, our good friend Joe D'Ambrosio does the UConn games on radio, and Liz O'Connor was warming up before the game, kid from Weathersfield, and she goes over to Joe and says, I grew up listening to you on the radio. Marin hits the 3, and Gino Auriemma was within earshot. And you know what he said? Well, it could have been worse. You could have said, my father grew up listening to you on the radio.
Yeah, as if her saying that to him doesn't make Joe feel old enough. That would have been classic. Typical Gino. Smart Alec.
Kristen Popovic's in the lineup for the first time, number 21 for Holy Cross. Not sure what that was by Packard. Popovic's kick out O'Connor for 3. Rebound batted around to Morgan Valley with a minute and a half remaining. Inside, Jessica Moore, great position, can't finish. Ashley Valley can't control the rebound, and here's Popovic's out of Iowa, another Midwestern player. Andrews. Rebound inside, Patty Fitzgerald from Cranston, Rhode Island.
Well,
her 3rd and 4th points of the season.
Fitzgerald did a terrific job of getting inside position there.
As we reach the 1-minute mark. Stacey Marin had a career-high 5 on Tuesday. Freshman from New Mexico. Gets the pass from Moore. Conlon for 3. Her second 3 of the night.
Good rotation on offense, kicking it in, kicking it out.
Fitzgerald to Popovic's. Beats Marin off the dribble and will go to the free throw line. I mentioned several times this Patriot League dominance of Holy Cross. For those who want to know, the teams in the Patriot League: American University, first year in the league; Army, Bucknell, Colgate, Holy Cross, Lafayette, Lehigh, and Navy, all very good academic schools. And to the free throw line goes the 5'7" sophomore from Marion, Iowa, with her 16th point of the season. Had 7 points against UConn a year ago. A year ago, Holy Cross turned the ball over 35 times and shot only 21%, and lost to the Huskies 92-32. Much more respectable showing this time. Moore inside for 2 more. 8 points for Moore.
She gets a pretty big ovation from many of the fans who are still here.
Andrews, nice footwork inside.
She only played 5 minutes in the first half.
She's a shot blocker extraordinaire, second in the Patriot League in that department. O'Connor can't get it to go, and Ashley Valley is bumped and fouled by Patty Fitzgerald with 11 seconds left. So UConn will extend the record to 9-0 going into Sunday's game with the Lady Texters of Louisiana Tech, team that UConn beat to get to the Final Four last year. UConn already with 2 wins against ranked opponents this year. Vanderbilt #3. North Carolina wasn't ranked when UConn beat the Tar Heels, but ranked number 20th in this week's ESPN USA Today poll. So Gino Oriano will chalk up career win number 434. On the right, it's Conlon with 7 seconds left. And crowd wants 100, but Gino Oriano doesn't want his team to take another shot. So Sue Bird equals her career high with 25 points on 5 of 7 shooting from 3-point range. UConn wins it 97-54. The Huskies are off to a 9-0 start. Back with more from the Civic Center after this.